Long ago, in the Philippines, two men were walking through a thick forest. They were intending to visit the next town over from their own in order to discuss some trade, and thought that cutting through the forest would be a quicker route.
We should be there by now.
We must have taken a wrong turn somewhere. We should go back.
It should not have been a long journey, but they had been walking for a long time now, and were starting to worry a little. They soon came to a bamboo grove.
We haven't been here before.
The first man started, but was hushed by his friend.
Shh!
He held his hand to his ear.
Something's coming.
They prepared themselves as the sound of movement got closer. Into the grove stepped a man they both recognised.
Maki, we're pleased to see you. We're passing through from the village and have lost our way.
Maki was well known in the village for knowing the area very well, including the forests, and was very popular and friendly.
We're lucky to have found you. Can you guide us back home?
Maki nodded and beckoned them over. He knew this forest better than anyone. They had stumbled across the perfect person. He told them to follow him.
Follow me.
So they did. The two men, who were becoming very concerned before, now found themselves feeling relaxed again, knowing they would be home soon. An hour passed.
Maki, shouldn't we be home by now?
Maki turned back, smiled, and told them it was just a little further.
Just a little further.
The men shrugged and concluded that they must have really been more lost than they thought. After another hour, they asked again.
This area feels familiar. Are you sure we haven't been here before?
Maki continued moving and told them it was not far.
It's not far now.
This continued for 2 days. They could take no more.
Maki, we have passed by this same place many times now. You are leading us in circles.
Maki began to chuckle, and a smell filled the air. It smelt like tobacco, and the men realised who they had been following. It was not their friend Maki from the village. As he transformed in front of them, revealing his true form, they both uttered out its name in horror.
Tikbalang.
He stood in front of them, laughing, a tall, muscular man, with the head of a horse.
You tricked us. We're more lost than ever.
One of the men said, as his friend charged at the Tikbalang. The Tikbalang pushed him down. The man tried to get back up, but with every attempt, the Tikbalang just stamped him back down to the ground with his strong, hoofed feet. The other man watched in disbelief, but then recalled the stories of the Tikbalang, and while it was distracted with his friend, ran up behind it and jumped onto its back. The Tikbalang went wild. It began bucking furiously, jumping into the air, trying to throw the man off. He was clinging on for dear life. He saw his friend get up and disappear back into the forest, shaking. Eventually, the Tikbalang began to tire, and when he got his moment, the man searched within its thick mane. There they were, 3 golden hairs hidden within. He plucked them out and climbed down from the Tikbalang, who was now docile.
Tikbalang,
He held the 3 golden hairs in the air.
you are now my servant. Guide me to my home.
The Tikbalang nodded solemnly and led the man back to his village. When they arrived, his friend was already there, standing with his wife. She ran over.
What happened? Are you okay? My husband's only been shaking and laughing to himself since he returned.
Tikbalang,
He said.
it seems the encounter has driven him mad.
The woman could not believe what she saw as the Tikbalang entered the village, following the man.
It's okay. I've tamed it. He will do as I say now, but I am sorry about your husband.
For the rest of his life, the man had the Tikbalang plough his fields and tend his crops. His friend never recovered.